Inden vi skal høre Marc Bolan som pladevinder i en udsendelse fra 1971, skal vi lige høre her en bid af T-Rex og deres vel nok største hit, Hot Love.
Hello, my name is Marc Bolan. I'm in a group called T-Rex, and that's the thing, the record there, Hot Love. And what I've been asked to do is really just make a program of about 40 minutes of sounds that I really like, which is a nice honour because normally I don't even think about what records I put on, you know. So I hope you might hear some that you haven't heard. Going to play quite a lot from the new Hendrix album, which I think is really good, really lovely. But I'm going to start with my real favourite at the moment. It's from John Lennon. It's called Power to the People. That's John Lennon, Power to the People. For me personally, of all the Beatles that are doing their individual things, John's really, he's into the best sounds for me. I mean, he did that in his home studio, which is really the only way to record. God willing, when I can afford to have a 16-track made, I'll get into it. The band, I'm going to play something a bit later. I'll do the same thing. This is The Next Things by Bob Dylan, and it's from the New Morning album, which in England, even though it was a big album, was a little overlooked by a foolish record company that decided not to promote it and put it out just because it's Dylan, because they thought people would know about it. So it took a long time to reach a lot of people. But this, I think it's an amazing album. And the imagery is so deep and human, and for me that's really important. I really enjoy it. This is supposedly, I'm told, about Elvis Presley, but I don't know. Anyway, it's by Dylan. It's called I Went to See the Gypsy. It's a nice guitar there, Al Cooper I think it is. A lot of people, especially in England, I don't know about in your country, commented that some of the words were not as good as his previous albums. But there's one line in that one, River of Tears, which is an amazing thought, you know, a stream of human pain, literally just that. Very strong record. There's another really, New Morning is another nice track, and Three Angels on that one. This next thing's from the new Hendrix album, Cry of Love, and it's really very, very good. Amazing guitaring on it. My only sadness with the album is that Jimi didn't mix it, and I feel that a lot of his magic was in the mixing of his records, which is getting the sounds and echoes and the texture, which is missing from this album because obviously he wasn't around to do it. But anyway, this is my favourite track anyway. It's called Night Bird Flying, Jimi Hendrix. Oh yeah, incredible guitaring from Jimi Hendrix there. Sad that he's not around, but he is anyway. He's still here. Much of what most of the people, including John Lennon, very much so, and myself included, and Eric Clapton and other people, get most of their influences from childhood and not really knowing what one listened to, but it just all got in there. Especially guitar-wise, I mean, even Hendrix included, all these people. This next thing, I'm going to play about two during the programme of people that I think really played nice guitar at the time. Sadly, they don't play so good now, but that's the karmic wheel, I'm afraid. The first one's from Carl Perkins, and it's really a funky rock one. It was on the Sun label. It came out in about 56 or something, I think. It's called All Mama's Children Gotta Rock. Was no Yeah, Carl Perkins, and practically in exactly the same mood. We've got some Lennon now. Here's John Lennon, the thing from the Plastic Ono Band LP, Well. It's a lovely album. I'd love to play lots of that, because I really listened a lot to that one. This next one's by a friend of mine who I think is incredibly underrated. A lot of people have said, not nasty things, but sort of unnecessary things about him. And he's one of those people that's in the unfortunate position of having a label put on him of like being a superstar, and as you know and I know, those things don't exist. I mean, there's no superstars. And this is by him anyway. It's a lovely track. It should have been a single. I don't know if it was ever released in your country. It was never released in ours as a single anyway. I think it would have been a hit. It's from Derek and the Dominoes, and guitar by Eric Clapton, obviously. It's called Bell Bottom Blues. That was Derek and the Dominoes, Bell-Bottom Blues. Really nice guitar on that. I believe they're broken up now, which is sad, or all gone their own ways. Bobby Whitlock's doing a solo album. Eric plays really well on that album, I think. There's some things by Dwayne Allman, which is quite nice too. There was some talk of doing another solo album, so that might be nice. I'd like to get back to the Jimi Hendrix album now. Another really strong track is named after the movie, Easy Rider. Spelled differently, it's by E-Z-Y, Ryder. And the guitar is phenomenal on this. So anyway, it's Easy Rider, Jimi Hendrix. From The Cry of Love there, Jimi Hendrix, Easy Rider. Lovely cover too, really nice painting done of him, some nice live shots from Woodstock and the Monterey pop thing inside. This is Marc Bolan from T-Rex, if anyone's just tuned in. Just playing some sounds here. It's Self-Portrait, the Dylan album, was very strange, I felt, because it was like two albums, which should have been one, really, because some of it I thought was very bad, and some was very beautiful. I love Days of 49 and those things. Belle Isle, I like very much. I like the strings on that, and All the Tired Horses was nice. This next one is one done with a couple of the band and just some nice guitar players. Has one thing in it which is really amazing. It just says "Oh no" in it, just one part, and it's got so much pain in it, just that thing, it's really nice. The song's called In Search of Little Sadie. It's from the Self-Portrait album, and it's Bob Dylan. There's Bob Dylan, Searching for Little Sadie. A couple of the people, as I said, on that were from the band. I think it was Jamie Robinson was on that one. And earlier on I spoke about John Lennon doing things at home. Well, the band album Stage Fright, they hired a theatre in Woodstock and just got mobile recording equipment in and recorded that album like that. And it's really a good way to work, because you've got all day just to sit about and get out your head and play whatever you want to play, really, and put some good stuff down. What I'm going to play now is a thing from the band album. It's really a nice song. It's a good album, actually. It's one of those albums that you play for a whole week solid, and then you don't play it for a while, and when you play it, again after that, it really comes on very strong. I find that with Blonde on Blonde, the Dylan one, I play that ever such a lot, occasionally, and then I forget about it and come back to it. You should do that, in fact, with Bringing It All Back Home. It's a phenomenal album, and it's really was 25 years ahead of its time, as were much of the Dylan things. And when you hear them now, they're really incredible. And this is a band, it's called The Shape I'm In. That's a band, Shape I'm In. Really good sounds. Credible guitar, actually, Jamie Robinson. Drummer's good too, really nice. I've got 2 records to go now, so I'm going to play the last one from the John Lennon album. Which is a very sad song, really, but very true. It's quite like a Beatles song, actually. It's possibly a bit like some things off the White Album, the double album. I can't remember. I think it's I'm So Tired. It's one of those. Cry Baby Cry, in fact, it's a bit like. It's called Isolation from John Lennon. Yeah, John Lennon, Isolation. The last thing I'm going to play, which in fact is the last song, so if you've been listening, I hope you've enjoyed it and give you some insight into the sort of music that I'm into anyway. It's the last from The Cry of Love, the new Hendrix album. I'm told that they have some other tracks. I know they're going to put out the Isle of Wight official album, not a bootleg, a proper one, so that's to look forward to. And he evidently has a lot of other tapes that weren't finished that I believe they're going to put out. There's definitely a double album with Johnny Winter of Hendrix coming out shortly. But this is another one of the really good tracks, and it is a tremendous album, so listen to it. And for me, anyway, it's been very nice to do, and I love you all very much, and I hope, perhaps we'll come over and play this, and we'd like to. We'll finish on Astroman from Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix og nummeret Astroman. Endnu et af de mange eksempler på kunstnere, der har været med til at forme inspirationskilderne for sanger, sangskriver og guitarist Marc Bolan. Det her var en gæstediskjockey, Marc Bolan han lavede i april 1971, og på den måde nåede han altså også at være pladevinder i Danmarks Radio. Den er blevet nyredigeret og sendt ud i den her form, redigeret af Bjørn Lambæk.